Well, welcome back. We have Catherine Pinto from K-State Research and Extension Office here for Wildcat Wednesday. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So, as the year is kind of wrapping up, we're kind of also looking towards next year.
Right.
And, a lot of people are looking at doing resolutions and setting some new goals. So, do you have some tips and tricks on how to do that?
Yes. So usually we don't talk about, New Year's resolutions yet. We're in full holiday mode.
Yes.
But it is time to kind of start thinking about what you want that new year to look like for you. And so I like an acronym. We use the SMART goal system. And so each letter kind of reminds us what we should do when setting those goals up for success. And so we have S is specific. And that's just, you could say, I want to be healthier this year. Well, what does that really mean? Are you going to drink more water, eat more fruits and vegetables? And then we want to make sure it's something that can be measured. So if you say, I want to walk more, how much more do you want to walk? And then I have to remember how to spell SMART. It's attainable. And so meeting yourself where you're at.
Yeah.
Setting those smaller goals, make sure that we can build that confidence with ourselves as we reach towards a larger one. And then they're realistic. So if you want to say lose weight, 15 pounds in 1 week is not healthy or realistic. And so what can we do? Maybe 1 pound a week is more realistic. And then they're time bound. And so that means if we set a date and a time that we want to reach that goal by, we're going to have something to strive towards.
Well, that sounds great. I know, when the new year comes and everybody sets these goals and these resolutions, and sometimes they're really hard to meet, or
Right.
you realize that maybe the thing you set up was not that attainable or
Right.
achievable, and then you give up and you're like, I'm not doing that.
Right.
So,
Yeah, so the thing is we set these really big lofty goals, which are awesome, but if it's something you've never done before, we need to take a step back and do a little bit smaller goals, and that over time is going to help you reach that larger goal.
okay. So is the hope that if, people at home use this SMART method, use kind of that SMART acronym, that they're going to maybe be able to be a little bit more successful with this?
Yeah, so the theory is that you're going to set a SMART goal that has all those things that are attributed. So they're specific, they're measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. And with all that more detail versus a more broad goal, it's going to help you kind of narrow in what we need to do to actually be successful in reaching it.
Well, thank you so much, Catherine. These sound like some great tips. And, it's never too early to start some of these goals.
Right.
I know sometimes I'll put stuff off to January and then I'm like, oh, I was going to start doing that. But
And it's November and you're like, oh, my goal this year was to be healthy. What have I done this year to do that? So.
yeah. But now that you know this acronym, maybe you can start kind of planning it out now, being like, okay, let me get these
Make
bullet
a
points
vision
ready.
board.
Yes.
Yes.
Get it under wraps.
Yep.
Well, thank you so much, Catherine.
Yep, thanks for having me.
We'll be right back.